Alright guys, today I'm going to talk about this rifle here that I have. Picked it up a few weeks ago, and I've had to do some Googling on it because I don't deal with some of these rifles often. I'm usually more familiar with US and German stuff and some other odds and ends. So this right here that I have is a Type 38 Japanese rifle made around 1905. They were used during the Japanese War and World War II, obviously by the Japs. They're almost similar to the Type 99. The only difference is a few things in the wood, but different things in like the tang features and other things of that nature. Now, I haven't really ran the serial number. Honestly, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about the Japanese stuff, but it is I believe, what was it? So it is a 6-digit serial number. If there's anybody who knows more about Japanese stuff or a way to find exactly what year this Japanese rifle is, or a way to run the serial numbers, please let me know in the comments. So the only thing I do know about the Japanese rifles is that they have the flower a little bit easier or a little bit more rare. They were grinded off by the US Army and by the Japs, but it's kind of hard to see a little bit. But you can kind of see right here. Now, this is not the greatest flashlight, but let's see what else we got here. Might be a little bit better. Kind of easier to see, but get you guys supposed to here. I do have you guys on my headset or on my helmet camera here, but I do have a Japanese flower here. Now, I've seen a lot of them with them grinded off, and I've seen a lot of them with it on there. It might have been grinded off or attempted to, but I really don't see much grind marks on this one. She does need some loving. You kind of look at the barrel a little bit, kind of pit it a little bit. Not terrible. I don't have much invested in this. However, I do know this is chambered in a 6.5. And I do have a 6.5 Jap round right here. It's a goofy little round. I know the Type 99s were in a 7.7 Jap, so they're a little bit more odd. This one here, obviously you can see I have another bolt here. When I picked this up, nothing. No bolt, no internal, bolt, but no internals, no spring, no firing pin, but it did have an ejector or extractor on it. And like I said, this thing is still pretty oily. Pretty dirty still. Still has cosmoline caked all over this thing. I cleaned it up as best as I'm going to, and honestly as much as I feel like it. But I do have two different bolts here. Obviously the one that originally came with the gun that has no guts and no internals, and a new one that I ordered. Now when I ordered or got this thing, the bolt was missing, the butt swivel rear was missing, the screws were here, but the swivel was not. So I got that ordered. That came in the other day. I got that put on, and I got the another bolt. Obviously, you're gonna see a little bit of the difference, and I do have the butt cap, firing pin, and everything else is all inside. Fits just like any other rifle. Slides right on in. And it has more retention and everything else. I have yet to fire it. That is going to be one of the things that I do on my list, is going to fire this. Probably not going to keep it. I'm just not, like I said, I'm not a fan of the jet rifles. But it is interesting. Now, down here on the bottom of the stock, they were actually glued two pieces. I kind of see a little bit how it was put together. But yeah, there was just two different pieces that they glued in for the stocks. Other than that, I know, excuse me, I've Googled some stuff about it. I know the safety is very goofy on these. You'd actually push in and turn, and it would lock the bolt in. Like I said, it's still a goofy rifle. I've never dabbled much with them, but I have one. Why not? If I have access to one, I'm going to mess around with it. So, one else thing that I did order, which actually just came in today, was the tang screw. So that is my tang screw. Now, you can see still the lower tang is now missing still. I'm still waiting for that to come in. That is the final piece. Once that comes in, we're going to go take this up to the range and shoot it. Inner tang or the lower tang would sit over this screw. This screw would come out, sit over that rear guard plate. I'll screw into there. Then the upper tang screw would slide through the top right there and screw into that bottom piece. So that is one last piece of the puzzle for this thing. I still can't believe that this one screw was 15 bucks. Finding parts for this thing have been an absolute pain. I could not find any internals for the bolt. I would find the spring, but I couldn't find the firing pin, or I couldn't find the safety or the safety knob and stuff like that. It was an absolute pain. So I did just throw in a Hail Mary, and I did find a complete bolt. Really did not want to have to buy another bolt, but I did. Still don't know if it's going to cycle correctly. I just took the fire, I had the round in there. The original bolt would still eject it, feed it the whole 9 yards, but don't know if the new one's going to do that yet. We'll take that out to the range when I get the other parts in and go from there. But the barrel was still solid. Cleaned it all out. From what I can tell, everything is still solid. I cleaned, like I said, all the cosmoline out as I possibly felt like it. But yeah, she's seen some better days. I don't see import codes on it so if it come back as maybe as a war prize or an online purchase, stuff like that. So I don't see really any markings for that, but we're going to see how this shoots out. So stay tuned. Next video is going to be attached to this. It's going to be me going out to the range. Should have the next part probably sometime this week, as long as the weather holds out. We'll see how that plays out. Weather in Ohio is unpredictable. Right now it's like 50 degrees outside. Tomorrow it probably is going to be another ice storm. Like I said, good condition overall. Some hiccups on the wood, but for a World War II gun, I can't complain. So stay tuned, and you'll guys see this video, or this gun, in another video. And we'll get more parts added on here, and we'll take it out to the range and have some fun with it. Like I said, I don't plan on keeping it. I have some other stuff in mind. Picked up a scope from one of my bosses today. And we're going to see how that goes on a different gun. Do have some other projects I still have to finish up here. These are 3D printed anti-tank mines. Those are going to come up in another video here soon. I still have some work to do on them. You can kind of see they're in 3 pieces. Another project I've been working on. More to come from that. So stay tuned. But we're going to sign off for today. Keep an eye out for this. More to come next time. Alrighty, so bringing you more from the Arisaka today. Just got home from work, and my last 2 parts came in. I have the upper tang screw and the lower tang. I just throw some oil on it and clean it up. I don't know why they sent me 2, but if anybody needs a lower tang for a Type 38, I might text some friends here and see if they need some. But yeah, so all you would do is unscrew this last screw right here. That's good enough. And then this would just slap. Let's see here. I might have to try to remember if it sits over or under. Oh, there we go. I believe that would be sitting on top of it. Well, something doesn't seem to be bueno. So I'm going to pause the camera here and do some digging into this. And we'll be right back. Alrighty, so I did figure it out. It does go into this little notch right here. It goes above that part. For some reason they sent me two, and the other one works just fine. Nice and flush here, and a little bit of a gap right here, but not that, nothing serious. But yeah, that is the final part for this Arisaka, and everything's ready. So we are going to take the 6.5 Jap, and my next day off, we're going to go out to the range and shoot this thing. See you then. Alrighty. Well, as you can see, I'm out here at the range today. And right now I'm just walking back here. There's a farmer's field right here. Highly doubt he's going to be out here doing any kind of work. But I always check. You got a big huge new pile of dirt and clay. Eventually we're going to curve this out a little bit more, put up our steel targets, kind of like what I used to have over here, and then go from here. And I am not seeing the farmer out right now. So, that's good for me. I know it sounds like I'm already out of breath, but it is cold in Ohio. This is still February. But Ohio can also not figure out what it wants to do for the weather. It was like 40, 50 degrees a couple days ago, and now it is like 21, 23. But we're not here to talk about the weather. We're here to talk about this beautiful Arisaka. Like I said, this is I believe it's a 1905. I haven't ran the serial number. Like I said, don't know jack diddly about the Japanese stuff. She is better condition, has seen some better days. I clean this up as much as I'm going to do. I am selling this to a buddy of mine because he's starting his bolt collection, and I'm just not a fan of Jap stuff. Like I said, I know, kind of hard to see, it does have the mum still on it, and like I said, I got all the new parts on here, new bolt. We're going to see what it does. We're going to do a single round by itself right now. This is Norma 6.5 Jap ammunition, and we are going to test to see how well this works. This is the first time shooting the gun. It is about to be loaded now. I haven't had this inspected for a gunsmith or anything like that. The barrel looks solid. I didn't see no bulges, cracks, bang things, damages, and things like that. Bolt is brand new, different type of series, and it still feeds into battery. So, what could go wrong? Let's find out. See what the Japs are all about. That honestly is not terrible. Come on now. Okay, well, it did not like rejecting it. So it might need a bass still. It shot it just fine. Let's keep going. Worst case scenario, I might pull the internals out of this bolt and put them into another bolt. See if that fixes anything. It may just need to go to a gunsmith and fully disassembled and deep cleaned. But it's shooting. Just doesn't like to eject. And it could be an issue with the ejector. I do have another extractor back at the house on that other bolt. So that could be the issue. I don't know. There is still a boatload of cosmoline in that chamber, and I just hate dealing with cosmoline. It's not one of the fun things I love to clean. But it's good for guns. It is good for older rifles. it's just an absolute pain to clean. So we're going to keep shooting it. And we're just going to go through it. Maybe shooting a little bit more will free it up. Like I said, I might have a broken extractor. Didn't look like it when I got it, but I got it for free. It's been sitting in a guy's garage. I don't see anything physically wrong with it. Like I said, it could just be, needs some loving. Maybe a little bit more oil. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of cosmoline in that barrel, and I just don't feel like cleaning it. So we're just going to keep shooting it. One thing I was going to talk about too is the safety on this gun is very, very weird. It actually is right here. Push directly in and turn, and that is part of the safety on these guns. That is goofy. Like I said, your K98s, just a little lever. A lot of your Mausers, your M1 Garands, just a flip switch in the front and stuff like that. The Jap stuff, like I said, is just weird. She's getting warm. Like I said, it's extremely cold too. Guns don't like the absolute cold. How many rounds have I got left? I have a few more rounds left. We're gonna try to double feed or load more than one. I'm not going for accuracy. I have other guns that I would do accuracy stuff with. So let's try to load 2. Now, these Arisakas as well would feed stripper clips, just like your K98s, your Mausers, Springfields, stuff like that. They all have that notch. I don't have a stripper clip for this thing. I do have stripper clips for other firearms, but not for an Arisaka. Like I was talking about before, this way you can actually see it a little bit better instead of on my bed. The difference with the Arisakas, the 38s and the 99s, was a lot of the tang stuff in the triggers. The tang for the trigger guard was one piece, unlike the Type 38, which is 2 pieces. You have the trigger guard itself, a lower tang, and then what is an upper tang, which was different design. I don't know if it was easier to produce or if it was quicker to produce. There's one shot. Still gets hung up, but it still feeds. So it's either a problem with that extractor, or I'm just being a little bitch. That could also be a possibility. I'm just being a little bitch, because I'm cold. Ooh. How many rounds I got left? My last 3 rounds. So we're going to go ahead and shoot these last 3 rounds off. Also, before I finish this off, haven't posted in a while. Like I said, Ohio weather has been stupid. I've had some family stuff to dealing with. I've talked to the holidays and dealing with work, things like that. It's just been very difficult getting out to doing videos. I do have some other videos coming up. I got my new Thompson in back from Auto Ordnance, so I'm going to get some videos done on that. Got some new parts put on that. That's going to be a fun video. Picked up a new Mauser, Czechoslovakian Mauser, or CZ Mauser. I'm going to do a couple of videos on that. And then I have, it's post-war, but I'm still going to do a video on it. P38, got some new grips to make it look more World War II. Going to do some more, some videos on that. So I do got some stuff like that coming. Got some more reenacting videos coming out. Maybe I got to figure out how to do the audio with Hell Let Loose, but some more goofy fun videos from that. I try to do the video game stuff when I'm not out here doing the gun videos or reenacting, just something to the YouTube videos as well, just to keep things going. Like, I don't care if I get famous on this stuff. I don't think I will be, you know, high-end like some of the other gun guys, Brandon Herrera, the Fat Electrician. I would love to meet those guys, but I don't think I'll ever get that famous. But I just do this stuff just because I'm bored. It's fun. It's interesting to come across these old guns and just do video on them. And if something comes along with it, then cool. If not, oh well. But we're going to finish these last 3 rounds off. And I don't know why my brain just thought of just doing a, you know, bonsai charge or something. And final round. The hill's taking a beating, but it needs to. And that is the Japanese Arisaka Type 38. If you guys want to have any other questions on it, I will put some questions in the comments. I will definitely answer as much as I can. If you guys know more information about these, definitely, you know, put it in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, from what I know, 2-piece wood stock. You can kind of see the line right here. I don't speak any Japanese, and I am not even going to take the attempt on Google. But if someone knows a place to look up serial numbers for the Japanese stuff, please let me know. I would love the extra information. And yeah, the only thing I don't have for it is a bayonet and a sling. I will leave that to my buddy. He can take care of that. That's on him. But yeah, other than that, like I said, if you guys are excited for the other videos coming out, I'm going to try to get this posted up later on tonight with all the other stuff. I've just been trying to work on editing stuff, editing videos together. Not really worried about sound, audio, pictures, stuff like that. But I want to try to add different things. I got more cameras to do different videos with, different styles. Ow, taking my earplugs out. Different styles of videos. The reason why you're more on my head camera now is just because of the fact that I don't have anybody here to record while I do the videos. So working on more stuff like that. Sorry if the wind screws with anything. This is low budget YouTube here in its finest. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead, throw them in the comment section. Like I said, I'm going to do more videos here soon. The weather would be coming better. I don't hold my breath because it is Ohio, but more stuff to come. Just be patient with me, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.